Hello, welcome to our channel Learn to Score. In this video, I am going to solve few important problems from pair of linear equations in two variables chapter. I hope you will like the video. Please subscribe to our channel for regular updates. Thank you. Pair of linear equations in two variables is an important chapter for your final exam. Based on my analysis of old question papers, I am going to list few important topics here. That are express the given word problem as pair of linear equations in two variables and solve them. The next topic is solve a given pair of linear equations using graphical method. This is very important. Every time it repeats. Solve a given pair of linear equations using elimination method. Another topic is problem based on relation between ratio of coefficients of pair of linear equations and nature of the solution or nature of the lines. Whether lines intersect, overlap, or parallel lines, or you will have infinitely many solutions, unique solution, or no solution. Solve pair of equations reducible to linear equations. I'm going to solve some problems from each of these topics. You also solve similar kind of problems from your textbook, examples, exercise problems, and old question papers so that you will be prepared well for your final exam. All the best for your final exam. Let us solve some problems now. Problem number 1. Cost of 2 kg brinjal and 4 kg tomato is 120 rupees. After 2 days, 4 kg brinjal and 5 kg tomato is 160 rupees. Express this situation in linear equation. Let us assume that price of 1 kg brinjal is X rupees and price of 1 kg tomato is Y rupees. Now, with this, we can write the given statements in equation form, right? First, start with cost of 2 kg brinjal and 4 kg tomato is 120 rupees. That can be written as 2x plus 4y equal to 120. Here 2 denotes 2 kg of brinjal and x denotes the price of 1 kg brinjal. That plus 4 kg of tomato and times y is price of 1 kg tomato, that is equal to 120 rupees. This is the total cost. This equation can be written as 2x plus 4y minus 120 equal to 0 also. Now let's write the second statement, that is 4 kg brinjal and 5 kg tomato is 160 rupees, that in equation form. That becomes 4x plus 5y equal to 160. 4x is price of 4 kg brinjal and 5y is price of 5 kg tomato. When you add these two, that is equal to 160 rupees. This can be written as 4x plus 5y minus 160 equal to 0 also. So we have expressed the given statements into linear equations. These are called pair of linear equations in two variables, right? Let's go to the next problem. That is 10 students of 10th class took part in a quiz. If number of girls is 4 more than number of boys, please note this. If number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys, find the number of boys and number of girls took part in the quiz. Another point we have to note here is 10 students of 10th class took part in a quiz. Now let's say that number of boys is X and number of girls is Y. So the first statement says that 10 students of 10th class took part in a quiz. It means the number of boys plus number of girls equal to 10, meaning X plus Y equal to 10. This is one equation. The second statement says that the number of girls is 4 more than number of boys. It means Y, that is number of girls, equal to number of boys plus 4, right? y equal to x plus 4. This equation can be written as minus x plus y equal to 4. Now if you observe these two equations, both have got two variables x and y, right? That's why these are a pair of linear equations in two variables. These are called linear equations because the degree of x, degree of y, or degree of each of the term in this equation is just 1. That is why it is called linear equation, and since we have pair of equations in two variables, these are called pair of linear equations in two variables. Now we have to solve these two equations to get number of boys and number of girls. How do we do it? Let's start with the first equation and use substitution method. The first equation is x plus y equal to 10, right? And the second equation we have already is y equal to x plus 4. It means I can substitute y equal to x plus 4 into this equation, right? So that this equation becomes x plus 4 equal to 10. It means 2x plus 4 equal to 10. It means 2x equal to 10 minus 4, that is equal to 6. 2x equal to 6, that can be written as x equal to 6 by 2, that is equal to 3. X equal to 3 we have obtained, meaning number of boys is 3. Now we have to find number of girls, right? Here if you observe this particular equation y equal to x plus 4, if you substitute value of x into this equation, you will get y automatically, right? Let's do that now. Y equal to x plus 4, and we know x equal to 3. Let's substitute so that y equal to 3 plus 4, that is equal to 7. So to answer the question, the number of boys is 3 and number of girls is 7, right? Now let's go to the next problem. That is problem number 3. Hari went to a bank to withdraw 2000 rupees. He asked cashier to give cash in 50 rupees and 100 rupees notes only. Total he got 25 notes. Can you tell how many notes each of 50 rupees and 100 rupees he received? Let's say that number of 50 rupees notes he received is x. Number of 100 rupees notes he received is y. As per the first statement, he got 25 notes total, right? It means x plus y equal to 25. The second statement he has withdrawn 2000 rupees in the notes of 50 rupees and 100 rupees only, right? So the total money 2000 can be written as 50 rupees times total number of 50 rupees notes, that is 50x, plus 100 rupees times number of 100 rupees notes, that is 100y now, equal to 2000. 50x plus 100y equal to 2000. This is another equation. Now we have two equations, x plus y equal to 25 and 50x plus 100y equal to 2000. Let's solve these two equations. We'll solve using substitution method only. Let me write the first equation, x plus y equal to 25, as y equal to 25 minus x. Now I can substitute y equal to 25 minus x into this part of the equation, right? Let's do that now. So the second equation becomes 50x plus 100 times 25 minus x, that is substituted for y, equal to 2000. When you simplify it, you can write it as 50x plus 2500 minus 100x equal to 2000. Let's arrange all the terms containing x on one side and constants on the other side. When you do that, it can be written as 100x minus 50x equal to 2500 minus 2000, right? It means 50x equal to 500, x equal to 500 divided by 50, that is equal to 10. Now we know the number of 50 rupees notes. All we need is number of 100 rupees notes, that is equal to y. To do that, to get that, we can make use of one of the equations. We know already that y equal to 25 minus x, right? Let's substitute x equal to 10 into this equation such that y equal to 15 you are going to get. So to answer the question, you have 10 50 rupees notes and 15 100 rupees notes, so that Hari got 2000 rupees in total. This is what we are asked to find, right? The next problem is solve linear equations 2x plus y minus 5 equal to 0 and 3x minus 2y minus 4 equal to 0 graphically. This is very important question. Every year you will get one question from this kind of problems. Graphical solution of pair of linear equations in two variables. 2x plus y minus 5 equal to 0 can be written as y equal to 5 minus 2x, right? Now let's tabulate data for different values of x and y. When I take x equal to 0, y is going to be 5 minus 2 times 0, right? That is equal to 5. Let's take x equal to 1. Y is going to be 5 minus 2 times 1, that is equal to 5 minus 2, that is equal to 3, right? When x equal to 1, y equal to 3. When x equal to 2, you get y equal to 5 minus 2 times 2, that is equal to 5 minus 4, that is equal to 1. When x equal to 3, you have y equal to 5 minus 2 times 3, that is equal to 5 minus 6, that is equal to minus 1. Now let's go to the second equation, that is 3x minus 2y minus 4 equal to 0. That can be rearranged and written as y equal to 3x minus 4 divided by 2. Right? Now let's tabulate what is the value of y for different values of x. Let's say x equal to 0. Then y equal to 3 times 0 minus 4 divided by 2. That is equal to minus 4 divided by 2, that is equal to minus 2. Right? Let's take x equal to 1 now. This is going to be 3 times 1 minus 4 divided by 2. That is equal to 3 times 1 is 3. 3 minus 4 is minus 1. That's why it is minus 1 by 2. That is equal to minus 0.5. Right? Now let's take x equal to 2. It means it is going to be 3 times 2 minus 4 divided by 2. That is equal to 6 minus 4 divided by 2. That is equal to 2 divided by 2 equal to 1. When you have x equal to 3, this is going to be 2.5. Y is going to be 2.5. Now let's make use of these x and y values and plot. You get a figure like this. The red color line is corresponding to 2x plus y minus 5 equal to 0. And the blue color line is 3x minus 2y minus 4 equal to 0. As you see here, these two lines are intersecting at one point, right? That point is the solution. So point of intersection is x comma y equal to 2 comma 1, right? Hence I can say that 2 comma 1 is the solution to this pair of equations. This is how you use graphical method to find solution of pair of linear equations in two variables, right? Now let's go to the next problem. Solve the pair of equations by elimination method. The equations given are 2x plus y minus 5 equal to 0 and 3x minus 2y minus 4 equal to 0. Interestingly, the equations are same but we are asked to solve using elimination method. All these questions I have taken from previous year question papers. Now let's solve these two equations using elimination method. In the elimination method, the idea is you have to eliminate first one of the variables so that you can get the value of the other variable. With that value, you substitute in one of the equations such that you get the value of other variable. That is the whole idea of elimination method. You will be eliminating one of the variable in the beginning. So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply the first equation, that is 2x plus y equal to 5, with number 2, such that it becomes 4x plus 2y equal to 10. Why I'm doing that? Because here now I have plus 2y, right? In the second equation I have minus 2y. If I add these two equations, I am going to eliminate y, right? Here I have minus 2y and here I have plus 2y. So let me keep the second equation as is, that is 3x minus 2y equal to 4. Now let's add these two equations. 4x plus 2y equal to 10, 3x minus 2y equal to 4. When I add, the x term is going to be 7x and y term is going to get cancelled because this is plus 2y minus 2y. When you add, you're going to get 0 there, and 10 plus 4, that is 14. So 7x equal to 14. It means x equal to 14 by 7, that is equal to 2. Now we have value of x. One of the variables is now known. We have to find value of y now. To do that, I can take any of these two equations and substitute. So let me consider 3x minus 2y equal to 4 as the equation and write it as 2y equal to 3x minus 4. Now if I substitute x equal to 2 into this equation, I know the value of 2y, right? Let's write that. 2y equal to 3 times 2 minus 4, that is equal to 6 minus 4, that is equal to 2. Meaning 2y equal to 2, it means y equal to 1, right? Now we have solution. X equal to 2 and y equal to 1 is the solution to the pair of equations given. You may recall in the graphical method also we got the same solution, right? The next problem is about solving a following pair of equations by reducing them to pair of linear equations. The equations given here are not linear equations, because if you see the powers of x and y, they are going to be minus 1. That's why these are not linear equations. We have to reduce them to linear equations because we know to solve linear equations, pair of linear equations in two variables, right? We know elimination method, we know substitution method, and we know graphical method also. We can make use of any of these methods to solve these equations once they are reduced to pair of linear equations in two variables. Let's do that now. To do that, let me assume that 1 by x minus 1 equal to p and 1 by y minus 2 equal to q. Why I am doing that? So here I have 5 times 1 by x minus 1, right? And plus 1 divided by y minus 2. This particular equation now can be written as 5p plus q equal to 2, right? The second equation also has got 6 times 1 by x minus 1 minus 3 times 1 by y minus 2, right? That is one reason why we have chosen 1 by x minus 1 equal to p and 1 by y minus 2 equal to q, because we have y minus 2 in both the equations and x minus 1 in both the equations in the denominator, right? That's why we have taken 1 divided by x minus 1 as p and 1 divided by y minus 2 as q. Now the second equation can be written as 6p minus 3q equal to 1, right? If you see, these two are now linear equations in two variables. Those are p and q. The original equations are in variables x and y, whereas the linear equations now you have in variables p and q. Let's solve these two equations now. But doing that, as I said earlier, one can use any of these methods: elimination method, substitution method, or graphical method. I'm going to use substitution method only. As you see here, this particular equation 5p plus q equal to 2, right? That can be rearranged and written as q equal to 2 minus 5p, right? It means I can substitute q into the second equation in the second term. right? Such that the whole equation will be in the form of P now. Let's do that. 6P minus 3 times 2 minus 5P, that is equal to Q, equal to 1. When you simplify it, it can be written as 6P minus 6 plus 15P equal to 1. 6 plus 15 is 21, right? And when you take this minus 6 onto the other side, it becomes plus 6. It means 21P equal to 7. So P is going to be 7 divided by 21, that is equal to 1 by 3. Now we have value of P. We have to get now value of Q, right? We know that Q equal to 2 minus 5P. Let's substitute P equal to 1 by 3 into this equation so that it becomes 2 minus 5 times 1 by 3, right? That is equal to 2 minus 5 by 3. That can be written as 6 minus 5 divided by 3, that is equal to 1 by 3. It means P and Q we have. Q equal to 1 by 3 and P equal to 1 by 3. We know P equal to 1 by x minus 1, right? If you observe these two, the numerator is same, 1 and 1. So we can compare the denominators, right? It means x minus 1 is going to be equal to 3. So I can write it as x equal to 4. So now we have x value. What we want is y value also. For that, we know q equal to 1 divided by y minus 2, right? And the value of q is 1 by 3. It means 1 by 3 equal to 1 divided by y minus 2. Let's compare the denominators because numerators are same here also. 3 equal to y minus 2. That can be written as y equal to 3 plus 2, that is equal to 5. Right? This is what we are asked to find. X equal to 4 and y equal to 5 is the solution for this particular pair of equations given. The next problem is find the value of k for which the pair of equations 2x plus ky plus 3 equal to 0 and 4x plus 6y minus 5 equal to 0 represent parallel lines. When you have parallel lines for given pair of equations, it means that those equations have no solution and those equations are said to be inconsistent set of linear equations and their coefficients relate as a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2, that is not equal to c1 by c2. Please take a note of this. Now let's write the equations given, that is 2x plus ky plus 3 equal to 0 and 4x plus 6y minus 5 equal to 0. We know that generic form for pair of linear equations in two variables can be written as a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0, right? Let's compare the first equation given with a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 such that I can say a1 equal to 2, b1 equal to k and c1 equal to 3. Now let's compare the second equation given with a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. When you do that, you say that a2 equal to 4, b2 equal to 6 and c2 equal to minus 5, right? Now let's take their ratios. a1 by a2 is 2 by 4, that is equal to half, right? And b1 by b2 is k divided by 6 and c1 by c2 is minus 3 by 5. As per this particular equation, a1 by a2 has to be equal to b1 by b2, right? Such that the lines are going to be parallel lines, right? It means b1 by b2, that is equal to k by 6, has to be equal to a1 by a2, that is equal to half. Let's write that. Half equal to k by 6. If I do cross multiplication, I can write 2k equal to 6. It means k equal to 6 by 2, that is equal to 3. So this is what we are asked to find. right? K equal to 3 is the solution. Let's see the next problem, that is if the pair of equations 2x plus 3y plus k equal to 0 and 6x plus 9y plus 3 equal to 0 having infinitely many solutions or infinite number of solutions, then the value of k is what, right? If you compare the given equations with generic form for pair of linear equations, then you can say that a1 equal to 2 and b1 equal to 3 and c1 equal to k, right? Similarly, when you compare it with second equation, you say a2 equal to 6, b2 equal to 9 and c2 equal to 3, right? Let's take ratios of these coefficients. a1 by a2 is 2 divided by 6, that is equal to 1 by 3. And b1 by b2 is 3 divided by 9, that is equal to also 1 by 3. c1 by c2 is k by 3, right? When you have overlapping lines, it is said that the equations corresponding to those two lines will have infinitely many number of solutions. And those equations are said to be consistent but dependent set of linear equations. Please note this. And their coefficients relate as a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 equal to c1 by c2, right? It means already we have a1 by a2 equal to 1 by 3, that is equal to b1 by b2, right? That has to be equal to c1 by c2, that is equal to k by 3, right? It means 1 by 3 equal to k by 3. So since denominators are same, we can simply compare the numerators. That's why we can say k equal to 1. So this is the solution. K equal to 1 is the value. So choice D is the answer, right? I hope you like the video. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel Learn to Score. Thank you.